And hello! Welcome to Friday Writing and Productivity Stream. Can you guys believe we're in August already? This is crazy. This is insane. 2025 is truly flying. Um, Hi. I know I scheduled the streams for this month just yesterday, I think, because I was still looking at other like platforms, options, and honestly, well, there's other options, great options. They do take a couple of more steps, and I'm like, with streaming, I just needed to be as simple as possible because you, the more things I need to do, the less I want to stream. So we are just sticking to the bare minimum StreamYard is giving the free accounts. So that cringy 1 minute in timer intro, that's gonna be it. We're just gonna deal with what we have. I don't stream enough to pay for this. If I had like the blessing like Shannon that streams every day for a few hours and I was monetized, perfect, because probably the channel will pay for it and it will just be like money come in and money come out, like logically, naturally. But we're not there, and I don't have any like um hurry to get there or anything like that. There's no rush. Like I don't need to have 1,000 people watching my channel. Like every time I see the number of my channel, I'm like, that's too many people. So we're just I'm I'm good. I'm good with, you know, my close people, my group, all of you in chat. I've talked to you guys constantly, your friends. It's easy and safe. So yeah, we're just gonna do with what we have and just enjoy our time. At the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to work on our stories, whether we are writing, revising, editing, I don't know, working on our marketing, anything like that. That's what we want to do. And a lot of us don't want to do it alone every single day. So I'm going to go ahead and say hi to all of you beautiful people. And then I'll share my spirit city so we can get into the sprint. I have, I need to figure this trial sort of competition that I'm trying to write, and it has me stumped for weeks, and I am behind on this project. Like, if I was in stock, the episodes will be already back into schedule and releasing weekly, but I am not. I am stuck. And I'm trying to get unstuck so I can, you know, get the ball rolling. But yeah, let's go ahead and say hi to our friends. Hello, Becca. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, Regina. It is flying. I don't understand this, but it's okay. We will deal with this. um, Hello, Miranda. Normally I take a break during this time, but I'm researching new Scottish names for my character that would have been used in the 1700s. Ooh, nice. If anyone has any suggestions, if you kind of like know because you have done previous research, you know, share it in the chat. Help a friend out. Hello, Morgan. Because working on it is still, that's fine. I revisions usually take me longer than, well, depend on how you go about what edits are. Usually I think of edits when I am looking at the text per se. So when I say I'm editing, it means that I'm probably copy line editing or um proofreading or anything like that. If I'm still developing the story, I usually just say that I'm revising because that's how I make how I compartmentalize it in my head. So usually revisions take a little bit longer than editing. For editing, I do need to take a lot of breaks because I just get my brain kind of goes mush when it thinks too much about like word choices, grammar. Should I use a comma here? Should I use a colon? Should be a straight up period? Should I separate this? Is this paragraph too long? Things like that. I'm like, is the voice of the character right? Like, so yeah, it I don't think editing takes too long for me, but it takes a lot of brain power. And then revision takes a lot of time because I'm still trying to puzzle the story. Um, but yeah, go Becca, go. You can do it. You totally can do it. If you at any point feel like you don't, turn and look at all of the books that you have already published. You have done this before. You can do this again. Yeah? Okay. Hello, Renee. Hey, hey, hey. Also, I do understand. I'm pretty sure Shannon is still streaming because it's a 12-hour stream, but there might be other people. I know it's August 1st, so the AK it's a bunch of numbers challenge in August. I know there's some streams going on for that. So it's okay if you're stream hopping, it's okay if you prefer one stream to the other. Totally fine. You guys know I don't mind sharing. Like the more the merrier. And the more channels you can find that at any given day or time will be streaming, if you need like body doubling and sprint with other people, the better. So go forward and find more channels. Um, Miranda says, me too. I use editing as the last read before I think I'm ready for proof copies. Statues. Yes. Exactly. But I have to do, but I have to be done with this draft to give to betas this weekend, and my brain is fried. But I have 25 pages left. Yeah, you just have 25 pages. You can do this, Becca. You can totally do this. I am sure you can, you know, every so often get up, have a lap around your plays, played a little bit with Snake. A lot of the times, our brain and our eyes just need a break of what we're doing to be able to kind of like come back to it. So you will I am confident that you can do it. 100%. Okay, friends. Let me go ahead and share. Um, I'm gonna. Okay, before sometimes, sometimes. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. Sometimes I need to make sure that when I share my entire screen, if I decide to do that, I don't have other things that have secret pen name things up, or somewhere somewhat visible in the bar. So that's why I took like a hot second to be like, wait, okay, no, you know. Oh God, this is why, like, I don't even know how long. Someone commented that they were like so impressed that I still keep saying Sally, that they have never heard me say the pen name out loud. And I'm like, that's because that's the sure way to avoid making a mistake. So I always say Sally, and pretty much everything except a few places say Sally. Um, cause I gotta look out for myself. I sometimes my worst enemy. So thank you. And yes, I keep jumping on my walking pad when I need a little break. Yes. And also, you know, if Snake is around and you can just, cuddle that bottle of cuteness. Because oftentimes just like having little 5 minutes of bliss with your pet is enough to kind of like recalibrate your entire brain. Um, Hello, JC. I was so engrossed in scheduling my social media that I did not see the notification. You're fine, girl. You are fine. I don't know why the period needed is. Hey, hey. Let's see. There's some just love that you guys keep, talking to each other too. Morgan is not working on anything right now. I'm still decompressing from work, and it wasn't even a stressful day. Girl, I totally. I mean, it wasn't a stressful day for me. It was a busy day. Like as soon as I walk into the door, it was like Esther this, Esther that, and I'm like, can you guys let me just come in? Like, hold on. So it was not stressful. It was very busy, and I pretty much worked the entire this past week. I think I am good because I do deal with a lot of numbers. um I take a lot of breaks in between so I don't make mistakes. But this week, I think if I was able to take breaks one day was a lot. I pretty much just four oh did I work five? No, I worked 4 days. So 3 out of the 4 days I worked the 5 hours straight. And some days I clock out a little later than that. So yeah, I totally understand needing to decompress after a non-stressful day, but it's still a busy day. Uh, let's see. Steak has definitely been my sport buddy this last week. Right now, oh god, it's so cute. Snake is so adorable. Hello, Margaret. Just woke up from a headache. nap still not quite gone. I'm so sorry, Margaret. Hopefully, it will be gone in the next, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It will be awful for it to just stay. Um, yes. Take it out, Bill. I'm out of. Oh no. And also, the heat is probably not helping anyone. I know everyone is feeling different kind of levels of heat and like dryness and probably pressure if you're in an area that is still getting like thunder and lightning storms and that kind of like that is very high pressure kind of weather uh and that it's not nice for people who suffer from headaches um but we got like 2 more months of like heat. Hopefully, for me, it's like I have 2 more months of inferno. Like it has been horrendous. I don't recall the day, but my mom told me that in the news, one of these past days, the heat index was in 115 Fahrenheit degrees. And I'm like, oh, that's why it felt like I was feeling like I was burning alive when I was outside. Great. The world wants to fry us. Awesome. Love it. Not. Um, it finally just cooled down here today. I mean, if you consider 71 degrees cold, that is. I mean, compared to constantly being in high 90s, 71 is cold. In comparison, like temperatures you have to compare them. Um, I would is what I grew up with, so my default uh Laura hope is not 2 more months. At least here in Puerto Rico it's gonna be 2 more months. Usually August and September are the worst months uh of summer here, and then mid October starts to get cool. Honestly, we have to wait until January to feel cold. But we're just hoping for November because November gets cooler compared to other temperatures. It's not cold, but it's less hot. The air quality is also horrific right now. That doesn't help the headaches, that's true. At, at least in the Midwest from the fires up north. Oh no, that sucks. Honestly. Yes, compared to 95, I'm feeling like 105, which is what it's been most of the week. Yes, like 71 is like I can breathe. Um, if the day prior was that high, definitely. That's actually so. When I used to live in Virginia, I was for I will say the first year and a half. I was living in the same town, county where I was working, and that was pretty high up in the Allegheny Mountains. And while summers were a bliss, because again, you were very high up and you were surrounded by nature, like nothing like that area, while I was there, never got even close to 90 degrees. But that meant that the winters were home. So I moved to the next small city down the mountain, which it was a different in temperature, like 5 to 10 degrees. That made an entire difference because it was still not hot, but the winters were less brutal. And because it's a little bit more of a small city. It's still a small town. It's not. It's not a small city, but in that area, quote unquote, is a small city. The like cleaning the streets and like salting the street, it's quicker than living up in the mountains. I also live very early on in a section that it took so long for the streets to get cleared because I was sort of at the beginning of a back road, and they usually leave back roads for the very last, and I'm like, this is killing me. But yeah, I don't miss the winter. I sort of miss some of the temperatures. I miss fall. That's what I miss. I miss fall. I don't miss the winters. I had to close all my windows today because of the power washing noise. Guess is how is hold check the air quality before I open up. Guess I could, or I would, should. Guess I should. Okay, got it. Took me a second, but I got it. Guess I should check the air quality before I open them up. Yeah, probably when you were in Virginia, climate change wasn't as bad of an issue. I will say, and this is because it kind of like it's one of the things that everyone noticed because of the pandemic. Nature had a moment to kind of like get better. Um, because we stupid humans weren't like messing Earth up even more for at least almost a year. Um, but it's pretty much when I tell you I was very high up, I'm telling you I was very high up. Like places like it was normal that at 5 p.m. everything except a few places. And when I say few places, it will be the resort that I work on, gas stations, and the sheriff office. Everything else was closed at 5 p.m. at the latest. So yeah, I was very much deep in the mountains of Virginia. So deep. I was 30 minutes away from West Virginia. That's how deep I was. So yeah, it makes sense that that area was like had milder summers and a little harsher winters. It says air is okay here, so I'll try hydrating and walking down for ice cream, foolproof, right? Yeah. I mean, maybe take a mask just in case. If the air feels kind of like funny, just put the mask on and have it as a barrier from any particles. And yeah, the pandemic did reset nature. Um, but yeah, we're back. And back with it's with the vengeance. My head, that feels funny. Okay. I mean, but we don't want you to get like all stuffy and add to the pressure also. Okay, I've been chatting for far too long, friends. Let me know down in the comments what are you working on during the stream. Let's cheer each other up. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Move this here. And I'm gonna start the first sprint. If you are by any chance new here, I run 30-minute sprints with a 10-minute chat. I mute while we sprint, and I'm usually listening to music. I am gonna go ahead and play. Let's see. Some. Let's do some uplifting, spirit infused music. Yeah, if it's too loud, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start a sprint, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Happy productivity, friends! And that is time, friends. How did we do? Uh, I struggled for a second there. I struggled for a second there. So let's see. Uh, I think I figured out what I'm trying to do. I think I might have to later um look into a anime to have a better visual grasp of the monsters that I am writing in this scene. Um because I don't want them to be exactly that. They're not, they're definitely not. But they're inspired. But I haven't seen this anime in such a long time. I might need a refresher. It's not like I'm gonna watch the entire anime. Not really. It has a lot of slow moments. And it kind of like the ending is, as far as I remember, is very open-ended. So I probably will look at like fight scenes compilations. That's probably better use of my time. Because I've saw it years ago. So I do not remember which episodes have which fights. So yeah, but that is for later. That's for later. I don't have to do any of that. I just, I got 295 words. Do have to write them somewhere. I don't even have my planner out. Honestly, guys, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. You know what? Let's use this sticky notes. If I, without getting too much information, if I see a little flabbergasted, maybe out of it for a while, just go with the flow. Don't worry too much about it. It's just how things are gonna be for a little bit. So yeah. Know that I will be okay eventually. I know I'm being super vague, and for some people this could be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what are you not telling? Like, are you? Oh, I'm okay. I am okay. It's just, it's just, it's just, um, one of the things that if I really just get into talking about it, I am gonna go into kind of like in a little hole that's gonna be hard for me to get out. So, um, which I will say it now, in case later towards the end, there's not the same amount of people, and just so as many people as I can let you guys know, the better. I know I have scheduled next Friday's stream. Um, but I may. There is a 90% that I'll have to cancel. I'm just leaving that 10% in case I need the company, even if I don't do much. But yeah, life. It's just say life, because just thinking about it, it's hard. So yeah, if I see a little bit flabbergasted out of it, like I am a little bit of a crazy hamster in a wheel. If I feel a little bit directionless, just I don't know, just keep me company. That's it. I'll be okay eventually. So that was my progress, 295 words. Eva says, just watch Takeda play Tug of War with the Doggo. Love that. Miranda found a batch of names I'll probably use. Now I'm back to writing notes of the secrets in the series. I need to decide what to share with the readers before the main characters. I imagine main characters know or find out. JC did more social media scheduling, not even close to done. Yes, the music is still playing. I'm gonna lower even more. Hopefully it's not even that loud. I do apologize. Regina got 330 words and a toast. Love that. Also, hello Shannon. How's your stream? How are you doing? Hanging on there? How many hours you have left? Also, if you guys don't know, Shannon is a great, fantastic author, and she has a wonderful YouTube channel. She streams pretty much every day, and today she's doing a 12-hour stream, kind of like as a start of the August challenge. So if you have not followed her, I will recommend you to do so. I mean, go to channel, check the vibe, and if you're vibing, follow like I am. I'm not gonna push you to follow, but I don't know, channel's good vibe, so. And if my opinion has some weight to you, highly recommend to follow Shannon. Hello, Dee. Hello. Yeah, it can. It really can. Now that I remember that it's Friday, apparently I am your reminder that it's Friday. So, relatable, yeah. Ashley did a 40-minute sprint and got 317 words written. Um, Ashley, I know you're new here, but we don't do the only word here. You got 317 words. Those were words that you didn't have 40 minutes before. So you got those, you got words. That's the important thing. Like, you can keep doing, like 300, 300, 300, 200, 200. Like, every word counts. Every word will get you closer to finish your project. So you got 317 words. There's no only. That is just with love. um Hello, Lynn. Welcome, welcome, welcome from Alaska. Hello, hello. Uh, yeah, I wish I didn't have to do what I need to do, but alas, it is what it is. Such is life. Let's see. Okay, that is, hopefully Lynn is safe. After that earthquake. There is Tiffany screaming, Regina! Mama Maggie just got back from taking youngest DTR to the lab for text and ultrasounds. Now she has to see a specialist. Hopefully everything turns out okay. Let me pause you for a hot second. Seems like we are very chatty today. And that's okay. No shame on that. Shannon is working on her whip, A Curse of Spikes and Smoke. Is the third book on your series? Question mark. Mama Maggie is making breakfast and lunch for the hubs. Have 5 more hours. Great, love that. Love it, love it. It was far from Lynn, so hopefully that, I am going to assume that means that you're safe, which is great. Ashley, I've wrote 11,000 words in 3 days, 10 short stories. Love that. Massive congratulations, Ashley. Love it, love it, love it. Shannon has been talking about Has-Been Hotel. Don't know what's that reference. Sorry. Tiffany got about 800 words and trying to finish this scene before I'm gonna make dinner. Love that, love that. Oh, you deserve it, Shannon. You have done so much for the community and for your writer friends. Like, 100% deserve it. And yes, congratulations. That is a fantastic workout for 3 days. And yes, no coercion here, but again, if my opinion is of any weight, now you know. Honestly, writing sprints are helping so much. Love it. Wait, really? YouTube didn't notify me, Shannon. I hope you have kicked butt today. She's still live, so you can go and go ahead and say hi. You can stay. I'm not gonna police who's where. And you guys know that I'm like, you go and get your work with whoever you vibe with. Yes, there's not such a thing as only. Let's see. Is there? Yes. I'm in the know enough that I kind of like keep tabs on it. But also you write so much. Like, and sometimes in my head I feel like you already finished that series and you're not on another one. Because again, you write so much. I still believe that you have some clones around your house. Oh, okay. Okay. Morgan is back. Haven't worked on anything, but you will still decompressing from work. Relax. YouTube didn't show me Shannon until I went to my subscription tab and did a refresh. I don't recall. No, I didn't get any notification. Um, Also, my notifications on YouTube are always Yankee, so they almost never work. Um, but I did catch Shannon towards the end of my work schedule. And actually, it was my homepage that showed that she was alive, not my subscription box, which is interesting. Um, let's see. If Shannon is the host and can manage to be in two places, so can we. Happens. But also, you know, Shannon has clones. Also, for any of the new people, okay, let me caveat and then we're gonna go ahead and get to the sprint because my dog wants to go outside. We have a running joke because Shannon does so much and we don't understand how she can do so much with the same amount of hours that we have. And she has a husband and she has kids. Like, it's not like writing is the absolutely only thing she does. She does so much that we cannot understand. So we have come with the conclusion that she has to have clones. And last time I heard it was like, oh, I have 8, and there was a moment that we talk about like 9 or 10, but maybe one of those were unaliving another for some kind of reason. It's a really long running joke that we have. So yeah. That can be true. That can be true. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, like I remember at some point, I think we were at either 10 or 11, and we were back and forth on the number because there was one clone that was against another clone. It's a funny, ridiculous, endearing joke that we have in smaller communities within the AuthorTube community. So it's okay if you don't get it. You don't have to necessarily. If you stay long enough in like this smaller circles, you'll eventually catch up on the joke of the clones. So I just wanted to sort of explain it so any of the new people would be like, what the they're talking about. Also, I sometimes curse, so it depends on my mood. Sometimes I say fudge, sometimes I say fuck. If you don't like people cursing, I apologize whenever I curse. But yeah. True. Shannon doesn't like odd numbers. So yeah. That is true. If we're counting the alive and then the unalive clones, then I don't know. This is a numbers game kind of situation. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get to that second sprinty sprint. Quick reminder, if you haven't done it already, please tap the like button so other people who will like this kind of content can find it. If you have not subscribed and you're enjoying the vibe, please do so. I am here almost every Friday at 6 p.m. I cancel when I have to, It's not like I just cancel willy-nilly. I keep saying that I'm not gonna talk about vlogs because I haven't really vlogged in a long time. I am trying to piece a vlog together. I don't know how that is going. So at the moment, I am just a stream channel right now. But there is a lot of content already in the channel that you can, check out. Um, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and shut up and start where we left off in the comments. I know we're sort of I was. And resume the second sprint. So I'll see you guys in 29 minutes or so. Happy writing, friends! Okay, that is time. I needed a few more seconds to finish the sentence and that thought, because if I didn't, I would have forgotten. So I got uh, I got 421 words. Love that. Let me take this off, put this on. There we go. I do see that Eva went to Lurk, and let's see. I was trying to answer the kind of like this about like maybe cutting half, things like that to make it even. And I was trying to chime in that I thought that was a good idea because that if you unalive a clone to have the unalive clones amount even, it will uneven the alive ones. So but for some reason, YouTube rejected my comments, thinking it was spam, and then I had a little bit of a fight. Just a one-sided fight, because of course it's one-sided. So yeah, I ate a quarter of my Frosty, but it's so hot that it melts so quickly. So I had to like put it back in the freezer. We got a Hayden coming in, and gonna like join in the minute 19 and 30 seconds. Also, we got an update from Regina, added 930 words for the evening, and now is going to lie down for a while. So hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a peaceful rest, like lying down and just chilling. Love that. I do need to write the amount of words that I got. Hold on. Hold on to me. Every time I say hold on, I just immediately go to that song. I apologize because that was a little annoying, but it is what it is. My brain is 99% music. That's just how this nugget works. It's just music. So yeah, I've kind of like figured something out. I still need to see. It's the thing. I've thought about this a little bit, but not enough to have meat to put on the draft, and now I am struggling. So it is not a bad struggle. It's a fun struggle because I'm kind of like trying to think of what I kind of like envision and then put it into words. But it's like half of the time I'm like, but I am not entirely sure what I wanted to do. So yeah, because I never thought about it, or like really thought about it. So I also need to check the word count of this episode, because if it's too, there's this, I don't need to keep it the length that I used to have to keep it, because I was publishing on Kindle Vella and then on my memberships in Coffee and Patreon. But because Kindle Vella just does not exist anymore, I don't really have a word count to like stay within. But I also personally, I don't want this to be too long, especially because we're still in the early-ish episodes. So I need to check how long this episode is, because if it's getting too long, then we're just gonna switch to the next episode switch to POV, and then, you know, go above the rest of the trial competition on the next on the other POV, which will be fine because then we will be able to kind of like see a different set of powers, especially because we really haven't seen that much. We haven't seen Karina use her powers that much, so we shall see. That is something I need to check. I also need to make a sandwich for my mom, so that's probably something I'll have to use my writing sprint for, which is usually why I get interrupted quite a bit during the evening, because that's when in my mom's brain is like, she's finally home, I can ask for all the help at any given moment now. And like, even though I say I'm on a live, she's still gonna be like, I need this, and I'll just have to find when I can do it. So yeah, fun times. JC says, I schedule more socials, I schedule my live streams for August, and switch over to starting editing the chatty parts of my video. Dee's like, oh, hi there, you were muted. I'm rereading a story that I needed to send out. Nice. Tiffany says, I think I got somewhere around 1,100 words, but I wasn't paying attention. That's what I think you wanted to say. Mama Maggie says, my family is the same way. When they need me, the streams are secondary. Yeah. And the thing is, like I understand she needing help. 100% understand. But I also have had the same talk so many times that if I'm streaming, it's because I need the time to write. I think she has not realized that. I think a lot of the times she thinks I'm just working on a single book, and it's like, no, at any given time I might be working on 3 to 5 different books, so I need the time. It's like, so I may or may not have to budget one of my off days to go to a coffee shop near me, so I can have, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours of like uninterrupted work. So she doesn't know you work on multiple books at the time. I have said it. The thing is, like, she forgets things. A lot of things. Most things. So, since this is technically new information, it's not gonna get stored in her memory like it gets stored when we are younger. So there's a point that you repeat yourself so many times that you just like, whatever, I'm just like, why? Why am I spending so much energy into saying this over and over again? And yeah, to be honest, I don't think non-writers realize how much work writing is. True. So it is what it is. I don't work tomorrow, so I can stay up later. So that's probably gonna be it. I'm probably gonna stay for a few hours after she is asleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly switch to the third sprint. Control the chattiness of myself. And I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Happy productivity, friends. It's time, friends. I'm gonna lower the music. That is time. Let's see. Let's turn this off. Put this on. Move to here. Let's see how many words I got. I got 282 words. That seems okay, because I was, making my mom's sandwich in chocolate milk, so that took some time. And I also was checking how many words the chapter this episode has, and I'm getting close to have to move to the next episode, so it's okay. Laura came in while I was out of the screen, but the sprint was going on. Hello, hello. Laura had a peanut butter honey on toast with a huge glass of milk. Do take care of yourself. You took a day off because you weren't feeling that well. You were very tired, so keep in mind, don't overexert your body. Less than 500 steps for the day so far. Just keep checking. Checking how your body feels. Jocelyn is still waiting on dinner. Catfish for herself. Nice. Laura says, need to come up with my goals and plans for August. Any ideas for goals? And Daisy says, oh, you're on break. I want to take a stretch break. Nice. That's awesome. Love it, love it. Any ideas for goals for August? I mean, is there anything specific that you want to achieve, like move forward or finalize? Like, not 100% sure. I also, when I did my monthly planning stream, I was like, August is a little bit up in the air, so there's some things that I need to do because of deadlines, but it's still gonna be a little bit willy-nilly up in the air, just because reasons. Half of the time I'm just like, just because reasons. Anyways, yeah, so my question is, before you kind of like come up with like goals and plans, is there anything that you want to move forward? Like you want to get some progress? Or is there anything that you want to finish by the end of August? That will be my questions for you. Hold on a second, friend. Okay. I should have my planner out, but it is not out. It's not even on. It's not on my desk. So I don't know. There's some things there's something that I was supposed to get done yesterday, and I am nowhere near done with it. But I am just gonna keep moving that along until it's done. Okay, so Laura says, I want to keep drafting a study in demonology, read and do some YouTube videos. and I ordered the pretty pill case for my meds, and I'm excited for them to get here. Nice. I don't. Again, this is very ableist. I don't take any medicines, but I do have a mother that takes some medicines in the morning and the evening, and definitely is not a pretty case, but is a convenient case. Um, and it kind of like it makes it easier for her to know which pills to take when. Um, and it's right beside her recliner. So we're getting a lot better at taking our meds. And I'm talking as if I take them, but she's getting better at it because of that um, pill case. And job hunt. Okay, so probably your goal sounds like your goals are to draft a study in immunology, read, I will do some YouTube videos, and then job hunting, keep taking your pills and research MFA program. So I will just set attainable goals. Like, do you want to, by the end of August, add 10K more to a study in immunology? Maybe 15? You do work full time, so I will keep in mind, and you want to do other things, I will keep in mind and not make that work count ridiculously big. That way you don't stress yourself out. So settle on an attainable workout. Choose the books that you want to read, or choose a pile to graph from when you want to read, and say what kind of type of videos or how many videos you want to do. Kind of like an average of how many days in the month that you have taken your medicine, how many hours, or how many FMA programs you want to have in a list by the end of the month to submit. I love to hit 30K. So how many words do you have already? Because if you don't have that many words, we're talking about a lot of words for someone who's working full time, To pause Pokemon. Okay. So then I will say decide from which pile, 1 or 2 or all 3, or say by the end of August I want to read a book from each pile, something along that. I don't know. Make it fun and make it attainable. Because the challenge is that you have a lot of things that you want to get done, or you want to move further along. So that's the challenge, the amount of things that you want to do in a month. The exact number, that's what I will say, keep it attainable so you can get as many checks off as possible. That's just my recommendation. As always, I say, you do you. So let me go ahead, and we got less than 30 seconds for our last sprint of the evening. We're getting close. We're probably gonna end a little after 9 p.m., but that is on me. I got way too chatty at the beginning, way too chatty. So we're gonna get into our final sprint. I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Happy writing. And that is time. That was our last sprint. 1 second. Oh, yeah. Let me know how you did, and let me check how I did. Let's see. This is how many? I need to do a little bit of math because I finished an episode and started another one. So words are kind of like not in the same section. Okay, I got 349 words. Anyone who likes round numbers will be like, can you write a single word more? The answer is no, I apologize. Because that will mean that I don't want to write just an I to just get a round number. Like, nah. So I got 349 words. That's fantastic. Um, let's see. Um, I did talk with Laura in chat about her workout goal. Um, Jocelyn got her catfish, and it was exactly what she needed. Mama Maggie says, I just realized I've written 1.6K changes and new words in the wrong version of my web. Oh no! Please shoot me. I'm comparing them side by side to find the small changes and pasting it in the new paragraph. Oh, that is. Oh God. That is so maddening. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mama Maggie. That is horrible. Horrible, horrible. This cookie is terrible. It's too sweet. Hmm. Um, Mama Maggie says, I miss living in a place with fresh fish. In Colorado, is trout or farm fish, like salmon. I'm scared to eat fish or seafood so far from the coast. I'm a coward. It happens. I mean, I don't eat seafood at all, so, and I'm in an island. Nothing wrong with having preferences, and fresh food is always better. That's true. Laura was reading a story to critique. Tiffany started dinner and got about 589 words, and JC asked Tiffany what's for dinner. So, and the answer is oven braised chicken with roasted butter potatoes. That sounds. I'm not too crazy about the oven braised chicken. I mean, I eat chicken almost anyway, but my mouth salivated at the roasted butter potatoes. Ugh, that. Give me an entire plate of that. Ah, this is hilarious. JC's like, more and more, I'm really wishing I lived near Tiffany. Laura's, I'm still tired. What the heck? When you've been working a lot, the days that you have off, you've been going out to work on your projects, in beta reading and all that. You've also been exercising consistently, so that can pile up. I hope that you're not feeling the fatigue of getting sick. We're knocking on wood. That is not that. Um, Laura's, I should probably exercise. Hey, maybe a little bit of yoga or something. Um, or a leisure walk, maybe walk with Roy. That may get your blood pumping and get you a little bit more awake. Um, Daisy says you may have slept too much. That is a thing. Sure. I like I really like sleeping, so I don't I don't think I will ever agree with too much sleep. But yes, a walk with Roy. Get some hopefully fresh air, see some nature, like the young kids say, touch some grass. I don't know what the youngsters say nowadays. This is a second and friendly reminder to tap the like button if you haven't. And if you, by any chance, have not subscribed, you're enjoying the vibe, you're enjoying the productivity and the conversation, do subscribe for more streams, planning. I do monthly planning live stream at the end of the last Friday of each month. Um, and hopefully I will find my way back into blogging, but who knows? Um, so yeah, let me go ahead and check how many words I got for this stream. Cause it seems that I got a decent amount. For 21 plus 282 plus 349. Ooh, I got 1,347 words for the stream. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And I finished an episode and started another episode. So that's even better. Awesome, awesome. Okay, friends, it is time for me to skedaddle. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and let you and remind you to the ones that already heard it or to anyone that came out a little bit later. I may or may not, there is a 90% of possibility that I will cancel next Friday's stream for personal reasons. I'm leaving that 10% in case I absolutely need the company in this direction, but we shall see. Um, I, as the week progresses, I will probably have a stronger feeling if I want to cancel or not. But yeah, just so you know, if you don't see me next Friday, is because I just I couldn't do it. Um, so yeah. Let's see. No, legitimate is a thing. Like a doctor said, there is such a thing as too much sleep. It's called sleep inertia. Or should I say your body enters a state of sleep inertia? I mean, I am not saying that professionals say that I'm not saying that is not true. I am saying that I personally won't one adhere to that. Because again, I just like sleep. Like 100%, I will go to sleep before I eat. Like if you ask me if you're exhausted and hungry, what you do, I am like, I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to eat. The moment I sleep, hunger doesn't wake me up. So 100% I'm going to sleep. So yeah, that's just me. That's just me. Have a good night, Laura. You are very welcome for the stream and the company. Yes, always. I have always chosen sleep over food. 100%. Not 100%, 1,000%. Like legit. Yeah. I don't know about this. Definitely not. You are very welcome, Tiff. Okay, friends, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. I'm gonna try something and hopefully this works. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.